Claude 4 has just been released, literally 58 minutes ago. What are they saying? Claude Opus 4 and Claude Sonnet 4. We have two new models, extended thinking with tool use, beta. Both models can now use tools like web search during extended thinking, new model capabilities. But what we are trying to do here is we will try out the coding aspect of it. I want to try this out in Cursor. So usually when I write my SaaS software or my n8n workflows, create complex workflows, complex coding. If I don't want to use in automation, the code node in n8n, I create a custom API and connect to n8n. I was going to do a detailed video on that, but Claude 4 has just been released, so I'm going to test it out now. So we have Claude 4 new API capabilities. We are releasing 4 new capabilities on Anthropic API. So that will, for AI agents, we'll also have a look at AI agentic capabilities in a coming video. This would be code execution tool, MCP connector file, API, and stuff like that. So Claude 4, let's jump right into what we are going to try to do here. In one of my workflows here, lead generation agent, I use an email verification mechanism. So in this agent, this is not integrated yet, but I do have a API that I created just for email verification. So using this is lovable. So if I give my email ID here, I should be able to verify it. Format, reliability check. So in our example, in our n8n workflow, this is the whole workflow for finding the leads, personalize the emails, and send the emails. So as you can see that we have several emails here. So if I grab something here, marketing, let's get the email, primary phone, logo, URL, sanitized phone. Where's the email? So let's test that email in Lovable. So this comes pre-verified from Apollo. The data can get stale after a few months, and maybe people move around jobs and stuff like that, move to different companies, and then you'll have to manually verify this. So we'll try to build the verification tool. So we are going to use Cursor for this purpose. We're going to give a simple prompt here. Let me say something like, I'm going to select Claude 3, Claude 4 Sonnet. It looks like it's not the thinking model. That's not updated yet in Cursor, but it was just released about an hour ago. So it's impressive that how fast they have done this. Claude 4 Sonnet, and you have a max mode. Yeah, I'm not going to use that because it's a build per token. It's going to be really expensive. And Claude 4 Sonnet option here, and then I'm going to say something like, create me an email verification tool that I can plug into my n8n workflow. It needs to have an API and also needs to have a front end where I can test manually giving each emails, and then it will show me the deliverability score and different checks that has been done. And I need at least these checks: role-based email checks, disposable email checks, max records check, SMTP deliverability check, and format check. And if I'm not missing anything else, if you can think of any other checks that can be done, implement that as well. Keep it concise, yeah, but implement full functionality. Do not ask me for any further confirmation, and implement the app fully. Okay, let's issue the command. It looks like there is thinking. Thought for 6 seconds. I wonder why the brain is not showing up next to the model though. There's no brain here, but it is a thinking model. Thought for 6 seconds. It's fast. Maybe that is a max mode icon. I thought it was the reasoning. So it's not sure. I think it's going with an express. Is also cost less. Claude as a launch offer maybe cost 0.7x request. Claude 4 Sonnet thinking model. Yes, it is a thinking model. Latest model temporarily offered at a discount. It's creating all the disposable domain list. Creating role-based emails, marketing, postmaster, technical, free email providers. Okay, business email providers. It's doing a bunch of additional check which I didn't ask for. It's good, I think. Let's see if it works. I'm going to test with one of this lead generation system actually pulls from Apollo. As I said, I'm going to test with one of the emails here. So it comes as verified from Apollo, but for whatever reason, like people move companies, it can become stale or it's not updated for a while. It's not always true. And also Apollo also returns unverified emails as well. So you can check it with this workflow. Looks like, now let me create a front end with a modern, beautiful UI. That's what we want. 2.5 Pro is pretty good at coding. I've been using that for my latest SaaS products. Let's see if this is actually better than that. I have a feeling that this can be better. So far it hasn't stopped and asked me for any more confirmation. It's been running on its own. maybe it will run out of the tool calling limit of 25 maybe. So maybe I'll have to resume the conversation. But that's just one shot. We're in the final stages, I think. README creation, and it's now installing all the dependencies. It has added a bunch more checks actually. MX records, validation. That is much better than what Lovable had done when I created the app a while ago. I made a mistake with the search and replace. So this one is just in one shot, I think, format domain, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks. The other one is actually doing a bit more, I think. It's also doing the API. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Typo detection, free provider detection. If you want to move all your n8n workflows or create workflows just by, it is starting the node server, no errors so far. That is fantastic. Status okay. It has even tested it with a test email and it has gotten the output. Perfect. Let me also, this is great. No errors at all. It has done it. It's insane. You can generate n8n workflows directly from here and then just copy paste or make an app. As I said, like AI coding is the new no code. You just have to chat with it back and forth. Looks like it's finalizing everything. And let's go and open that. Oh, not bad. The UI is actually not so bad. And I'm going to enter our email here and then say verify email invalid. No MX records found. I'm not really sure about that. It isn't delivered. Maybe not. Let's do with my email. Gmail. All right. Okay, it works. So that is indeed an invalid email returned by Apollo. So she got fired maybe, I don't know. Let's check another email. Come down, maybe the co-owner, this email. So there are still errors, like I can see that format validation, it's just showing object, MX records found, SMTP server accepts deliverable email address. Let's check with the new email here. Verify that email, valid email, 96. Domain accepts all emails, verification inconclusive. It's actually, I like it. It's a beautiful UI actually. You don't need to actually create the design first. So I'm just going to screenshot that and give it back to our agent saying that there's an object displayed on the screen, a screenshot attached, and also even though it appears that the email address is valid and it has a high score, it still says that email verification inconclusive. I'm not really sure what that means. Can you check it and fix it if any fixes are needed? Oh my God, no errors so far here though. That is mind-blowing. I'm just going to accept everything. While that is being generated, let's test the API. So that's how you can use the API from n8n workflow. Let's copy the workflow that it has created and create a new workflow and paste it. That is amazing. It just redirects to localhost, but I'm pretty sure that this can be further enhanced with the right prompting. So that's how you do it. You would deploy this app and then you change the URL and then connect this maybe somewhere in our lead generation flow. Somewhere here, pass in the email. Oh, there is a batch email verification as well. This is perfect. So we get the idea. Let's see what Cursor has done. It has finished it. So what it has done, object display problem, root cause of format validation was returning an object. Current behavior, why inconclusive verification message, root cause, Gmail and other legitimate providers were being flagged as a catch-all domain. Verification, all right, maybe I don't know whether it hallucinated that bit or it's actually, let's try that. No, it was actually not a Gmail account, but it's still pretty good. Verification inconclusive, it does all the check, and if you spend 5 more minutes, I'm sure that this can be corrected. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. I like it. Simple, elegant. Let's see if I say something like SEO AI bot.valid role-based check failed. Yeah, that's correct. That's my SAS there. That's a role-based check. All right, okay. We have recommended use a personal email instead of role-based email. Domain accepts all emails. Verification inconclusive. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it's pretty powerful when used with cursor, and that whole thing probably, I don't know, how much did it cost me? That can be right, 6 cents, because I just enable usage-based pricing, and I know that, yeah, 6 cents, that's pretty awesome actually. Is there anything else that Opus at 15? Oh, that's actually for it, $3 for input tokens, the same as before. API costs maybe a little bit more expensive than Gemini, or maybe the same price. Software engineering, SWE bench verified, 72%, up from 62.3% from 3.7 for Opus 4. Sonnet 4 is 10% increase from 3.7. So Codex is still on par, OpenAI Codex. I haven't tried it yet. I have to try that one as well. When given access to local files, Claude Opus 4 records key information. I have to, you know what I have to test it with? I have to test it with Claude Code. There's a YouTube video as well here. Oh, I said with GitHub Actions. How do you set that up? Claude Bot. All right. So there you go. I'm pretty excited with this stuff. And then going back to Cursor and testing this out, like this is becoming insanely easier now. And I'll be posting more stuff into our community. Currently, I'm posting n8n builds. I'm going to post my vibe coding workflows and all the app builds as well. So check it out. Everything will be here. Currently, we have a bunch of automations that I do. Vibe coding coming out very soon. I'm working on it. This community is only 6 weeks old. We already have 58 members, and I'll see you in the next one.